headed to Arizona's second largest city, Tucson, but we're not there for city life. This, y'all, is what you call a happy accident. I just wanted a nice, easy pull-through site, and we ended up in one of these KOA spots that has like a stone hearth fireplace and a bar stool and table outside.
It's pretty sweet.
Welcome to Saguaro National Park, our 9th national park. Let's talk cacti. Oh wow, this is way closer than we got at Petrified Forest National Park.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a wrap on Saguaro National Park, but stick around because tomorrow morning we got an early one, another fun Tucson outdoor adventure for you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we told you we're done with Saguaro National Park, but we are not done with parks here in Tucson. We're going to challenge ourselves today. We're headed to Catalina State Park. More specifically, a watering hole that lands on all these Arizona lists, Romero Pools.
It's a little less than 3 miles in and 3 miles out, which is more than we usually do.
It is, and there's quite a bit of elevation change apparently. So we're out here to challenge ourselves. We're getting an early start on it. We got all the snacks, all the water, all the sunscreen, so we're prepared. And the payoff is that we get to take a break in the middle of it and jump in these pools. So,
yay.
Very excited. Let's go. Okay, we made it to Catalina State Park. Standard, what I think is a standard fee of $7 at state parks. At least that feels like what we always run across. We're about to hit the Romero Canyon Trail is how you get to the pools, not the loop trail. Victoria's got her trusty hiking pole. First part, pretty flat. Then they say you start getting to the rocky stuff. Going up.
10 minutes and we're about a half a mile in and 100 feet of elevation.
There we go, Romero Pools 2.7, loop trail, canyon trail. Please God, let me see one of these big sheep.
Oh, goodbye. You're so fast. Oh my God.
You know when you see the green spots in desert areas, you've arrived.
Yes.
And we will say, so it took about, what, 2.5 to start coming back down into the canyon.
Yep.
So don't get discouraged. You're like, am I there yet? Am I there yet? The drop off happens in like the last half mile, but we are almost upon it.
Yeah, I'm so happy that we are almost there. It was about 1,100 feet in elevation, and it took us over an hour and a half. So
All Trails does mark this trail as hard.
Yeah, and I know that Thomas is gonna cut this short, the hiking sequence, for time, but it was forking hard.
It was pretty farking hard, right?
We made it.
So what we read from the recommendation is that you get to the first pools, which is what we just showed you, but then you follow the trail across the stream a little bit further down to some hidden pools. So we're gonna do that. not a bad little shady camp spot.
Not at all.
So now that you're here and you're settled, how you feeling?
I am so glad we did this. It is so pretty.
Okay, and now we see why they tell you to go the extra half mile past the creek to get to the waterfall. The water levels are low in the pools right now.
But at least you have the refreshing waterfall.
But
right
this
there.
is a really cool spot, y'all.
So
Definitely worth the extra effort.
I told you.
Needed to get my hat wet for the hike back. Ah, that feels really, really good.
Baby frog.
We figure while we're here, we might as well work a little smarter. Wet these towels as a nice little cool down on the way back. Victoria's idea, by the way. Okay, Desert Dweller gang, we gotta get going back. But I gotta say, in my opinion, Romero Pools is like top 3 hikes we've ever done.
Oh, 100% worth the hike.
It's hard, but the payoff, man, whew, top notch. And we'll let you know how the hike back is. We successfully made it back to the car and actually shaved some time off versus we did 2 hours in, hour and a half out. And it was a lot less strenuous, I will say that. I'm not trying to say that it was easy. It's definitely rough on your knees on the way back down.
Yeah, it was a little hard, especially for casual hikers like us.
Yeah, and just know what you're getting into. That's all I'm saying. It's doable for, I think, most people, but just to beware. We did actually just run into someone in the parking lot and they told us that just a couple of weeks ago, there was a bunch more water in those pools than there currently is. So
I think it's just hit or miss based on how recently it's rained.
my biggest disappointment about this hike, I did not see a bighorn sheep.
No, but we did see a whole bunch of other animals. We saw some spiders that I'm not sure if they're poisonous, but I'm not gonna find out.
Yeah, right.
There was some frogs that blended perfectly into the rocks. They were so cute.
Yeah, and lots of little lizards.
Lots of lizards.
Yeah, so anyways, we're tired. We got a 30-minute drive back to the RV park from Catalina State Park. And we're gonna go stuff our face with a burrito. Some margaritas. Okay, Victoria picked this place, 4 out of 5 stars, and we're just really just taking a guess here.
Delicia. Time for some burritos and margaritas.
Hey, good thing. Look at that view right there. Woo! Cheers. Oh my God. Is it bedtime?
Ooh, just about.
I am so full and tired
too.
now. We actually walked in on Mexican Mother's Day and we didn't realize it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. It's the 10th of May every year instead of the second Sunday or whatever American Mother's Day is.
That place is popping.
Oh my God,
And actually
so busy.
voted 2021 Tucson's best Mexican grill.
Yeah.
So, good stuff. Y'all know what time it is. Project RV Campground Review. First things first, I'd like to point out that I don't know if I've ever actually touched an orange tree before. But we definitely have orange trees all throughout this KOA Lazy Day campground.
And they actually have oranges. Look at that. Like we mentioned before, we're staying at the KOA Lazy Day in Tucson. It's about $45 a night with the KOA discount. This park has everything. I mean, it might be one of the best parks we stayed at.
Honestly, it's got every type of site that you could possibly want. It's got tent camping, it's got luxury pull-throughs, regular pull-throughs, back-end sites.
And they're all pretty unique.
Yeah, covered campground spots, so
double-decker patios.
yeah, there's a lot going on here. This is one of those KOAs where you come and you don't leave the campground a whole lot. You don't need to, especially if you have like a big fam in tow.
Of course, it has all the regular amenities. It has laundry, it has internet, Tango internet, so not great. It's got a pool, hot tub, but something different that it has is a barbecue restaurant on site, which is pretty awesome. It's got a putting area, it's got communal fire pits, it's got multiple dog areas.
When we say you don't really have to leave the campground, we mean it.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned before, it was kind of a happy accident that we ended up in such a cool site, so awesome.
Awesome. Now, while we were here in Tucson, we didn't necessarily get to hang out in the city very much, but I definitely enjoyed all of the outdoor stuff we did.
As we started this episode, I told you we weren't here for city life. We were here for outdoor adventures, and mission accomplished.
Yep.
And hopefully you learned something and can go experience some of these things for yourself. We're all packed up. We got to head back to Yuma. Victoria's got to work 6 in a row.
Why did I do that to myself?
But of course, we'll see you next Sunday. And until then, bye.
Bye.